Located in Phoenix, north of Happy Valley Road and south of the Carefree Highway, lies the Phoenix Sonoran Preserve. This is the newest preserve in the Phoenix Trail System, opening back in 2016. It offers 36 miles of trails in mostly undeveloped desert with plenty of new trail markers with elevation charts. This trail review will focus on the northern section of the park between Sonoran Desert Drive and the Carefree Highway. When we come to the preserve, we generally like to park at the Apache trailhead. You can see plenty of mountain bikers, road cyclists, and hikers using the facilities. There is also another parking lot on the north side of the park at the Desert Hills trailhead. As you can tell from our approach to the park, many hot air balloons take off from this area. Come in the early morning if you want to see the spectacle. If you are just starting out in mountain biking or just want a relaxing ride, we recommend Apache Wash. It is close to 7 miles and only has an elevation gain of about 200 feet. It is a double-track trail, and the most difficult part of the trail is riding through the wash itself. Be careful going through the washes as they tend to be sandy. There are plenty of warning signs before heading into the wash, and never attempt to cross during a flash flood. The Apache Wash Trail is rated as green and is also located near other greens, Esplanade and Badger Brawl. On the west side of the trail, riders can get to Sidewinder through an access path. This particular day was nice with the hot air balloons hovering over the trail. They were pretty close and we could hear the passengers talking from the baskets. The wide angle of the action camera doesn't do these scenes justice. For intermediate riders, head west to either parking lot to take Ocotillo. From the Apache Wash parking lot, the trail is a little over 6 miles with about 450 feet of climbing. You start out relatively flat with a short climb, which is great for warming up when you hit the bigger climbs on the west side of the park. You do hit several short downhills and pass through many washes on the south side of the trail. If you ride during spring, this is a great time to see wildflowers along the trail. Sidewinder from Ocotillo, you are in for a nice climb. This is the second largest of 4 climbs on Sidewinder. The trail winds around the mountains and offers great views from the preserve. This is a good training run for cross-country riders and it doesn't present any technical difficulties. The downhill portion always seems too short for all the climbing we have to do.
Behind me. All right, this is the top. Okay, so this is one of our favorite parts of this ride. Fred is going to demonstrate.
Especially on those hot summer days.
There you have it, mountain biking in the desert made easy.
If you start from the Desert Hills parking lot, it is a short climb to the ridge, then you get to enjoy a long and twisty downhill. This is one of my personal favorites of the trail system. Sidewinder has a long and steep downhill, but Ocotillo is flowy and reminds me of roller coaster rides. Emily and I tend to take Ocotillo west from the Apache Wash trailhead, cut over to Sidewinder going north to the Desert Hill trailhead, then hook back to Ocotillo for the downhill. We still need to climb back out, but it's a lot of fun.
This is our first episode of Tailgate Talk. We have just finished our Sunday ride out at the Phoenix Sonoran Preserve. Therein lies the evidence.
Yes. So, how we kind of take the trail is we start here from the Apache Wash trailhead, and then we head west on Ocotillo. Instead of taking Ocotillo all the way around, what we do is we actually cut onto Sidewinder and head north, head over towards the Desert Hills trailhead, and it's a good climb. So that's like when we take Sidewinder up there, it's definitely a tough climb, as you can see from the video. Then we come back on Ocotillo, again heading west from the Desert Hills trailhead, and then it's that nice, fun downhill. It's nice and twisty. What I really kind of like about this trail is that it kind of gives you time to prep up and to warm up. It's not like you're instantly climbing up a death grind hill or anything like that.
Yeah.
If we were to cut off onto Ridgeback or something like that, it's a really tough climb just to keep on going. You don't get a chance to kind of build into it. And then and the nice thing is also coming back on the trail, I think it's a gradual climb out, but there's lots of little downhill segments, so it makes it a little bit easier to actually get back to the trailhead, climbing out from that long downhill. So again, it's like you get a nice little cool down period. It's a nice double track trail. Again, I think I would definitely, especially on a day like, it's February right now here in Arizona, so
it's 80 degrees.
Yeah, exactly. It's Super Bowl Sunday of all days, and you can tell how much how nice the weather is for riding during the winter time. So I definitely give this trail a thumbs up.
So what I like about this trail is it makes for a really great wind-up. I'm kind of more of I like my vegetables first, my ice cream later kind of rider, so the start out is really kind of easy going, and then the climb up Sidewinder is probably an easy sustained 10%. Really get your heart going. Then you have a really nice descent down the other side. And then on the return leg, at least the one that we pick, nice undulations, gives you a bit of a cool down period. Just about the end there's a little bit brutal. That final hill definitely reminds you. You're looking forward to the end of the ride. Another interesting thing about riding out here is generally the trail etiquette is really good. People stop for the horses and generally stop for you if you're climbing.
Yeah, I think we ran into a lot of friendly people today.
Yeah. So I give this trail a huge thumbs up, and for anybody that's a blue-green rider.
All right. Tell me, what was your recordings on your cycle computer? What was
12 miles, 1,000 feet.
Well, okay, there you go. So that's a good mix of everything here for a nice Sunday ride.
Yes.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe below. Leave comments if you have other trails you would like reviewed for Sunday rides.